Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our class on leads generation. My name is Robert. Thank you for joining us today, guys. If you have any questions throughout our presentations, feel free, unmute yourselves, ask questions, interact with me. We're going to be learning a lot of different ways to generate our own leads, whether that be using the MLS. We're going to also use IMAP for a little prospecting on the expired listings. We're going to use Remine. We're going to use Facebook Marketplace and also Zillow. So pay attention, guys. If you have any questions, again, please stop me, ask questions. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. I am logged into the MLS. I'm also logged into many different programs inside the MLS. All right. When you have access to the MLS and all these tools, we use them, right? We use them. So today we're going to use the MLS, which is CoreLogic Matrix, but we're also going to use IMAP. And we're also going to use Remind Pro, all right? Remind right here. And we're going to use Agent 3000 as well. So Agent 3000 is somewhere here as well, all right? So all of this is going to all make sense. Just stay tuned for the actual training itself. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Matrix. The first thing I want to teach you, I want to start off with a little prospecting, right? I
Nice.
want to show you guys
Larry's,
how to
come
look for
out, come
your
out,
own
Larry's.
leads. Perhaps look for your own expired listings. Don't wait for us to send you a list of expired listings.
Okay.
Perhaps you want to look for your own expired listings, or if you want to look for maybe off-market properties, okay? So inside of the MLS, you guys can always run an expired listing search, right? You can run one by simply going to search and then clicking on RE1, RE2 if you're interested in running that type of search for single family home or condo. All right, so when we do that, we're going to remove active and we're going to go ahead and select expired. And when you select expire, you're now looking at 0 to 180 days. That's the last 6 months. If you only want to see the last 30 days, then you're going to come here and you're going to hit the last 30 days. And now we're going to select the property type. Of course, you may want to select single family home. All right. And then let's say you want to stick to a particular zip code. Let's go ahead and put in zip code 33134, and we're down to 4 matches. All right. So these are 4 expired listings within the last month. All right. Don't really know why one came up here at 3,900. Who was selling a property at $3,900? That's crazy. All right. I don't know what this is. Definitely a mistake, right? I mean, I would have bought it for 3,900. Maybe that was a rental, but it's actually not located in the right property type or the right search. We're searching for sale. So here we have a property that was listed at 875. It expired within the last 30 days. Here we have another property, and here we have another property. All right. So we're going to go ahead and click on this property. And how do we find out information on the owner of the property? Keep in mind, you cannot contact the owner if it's currently listed. But once the listing has expired, you can definitely go ahead and contact the owner. But before we do that, we like to check the history on the property. So right here, we're going to click on property history and let's see the history on the property. How long was it for sale? It listed in September of last year and it had a price decrease and then another price decrease. They withdrew it from the MLS and then it expired on March 12th. So it was a 6 month listing and it expired this month on March 12th. Okay, so now we know a little bit history on the property. We're going to go ahead and click on listing right here. And there are many ways for us to find out who owns the property and their contact information. We're going to begin with IMAP, which is right here, this little I. We're going to click on IMAP. That's going to go ahead and show us IMAP right there. Now you're going to notice the owner's names and some phone numbers below. All right. So you got their phone numbers. In most cases, IMAP is going to give you their phone numbers. You want to make sure that you call them, right? And that you are ready to explain to them why selling with you, all right, will get the job done. Now, of course, they were listed for $875,000, if I'm not mistaken, right? 875,000. Let's use IMAP to run a quick comp analysis to see if that's the proper price. We're going to click on find comparables here on the right hand side. And we're going to see that based on a difference of lot size 20% and living area 20%. And then also located within half a mile during the last 6 months, we're looking at one comp, right? Which is right here. And it gives our property a value of 806. So in most cases, expired listings are because it was overpriced, right? It was overpriced. So you have $806,000 is the comparable value. Let's stretch this out to 1 year. Let's see if we find anything within the last year that would give us a different price range. We don't. We only have one comp. Let's stretch this out to 1 mile, right? And let's go ahead and click on update criteria. And, we're looking at 658,000 as the average. All right. So it's definitely not priced correctly. I mean, they were looking for 875, 806 being the highest. Okay. So that's probably the reason why it expired. So prepare yourself when you do call the expired listings, right? You go back to property tax, there's the owner's phone numbers. When you do call, you're going to prepare somewhat of a sales pitch, that you can sell the property a lot faster and for the right price, and hopefully we can get that listing. Now, you may want to call them and you may want to say, "Hey, I am a realtor. I've got a buyer. Are you still selling your home?" Right? You want to schedule an appointment where you can actually go out and see the property. And then once you're there, you want to present to them the idea of selling the property faster than the previous agent that worked with the listing. All right. So once again, work the expireds. Go to Matrix, right? Go to Matrix. You want to go ahead and run a search. You want to select expired and you want to go 0 to 30 days, or you want to go back 6 months, or you want to go back 3 months. It depends on how many results you want. And go ahead and run your search in any zip code or city and follow through the same way that we just did, right? You click on the results, you click on the result, and then you click on IMAP. It's going to go ahead and open up IMAP and it's going to give you the owner's names and phone numbers. All right. Now, if you cannot find the phone number on IMAP, then you want to go to Remind. So Remind, which is this little program right here, you want to click on Remind. That's going to go ahead and get you inside of Remind. Now, you want to plug in the property address up here in search. So I'm going to come here and it's 4311 Southwest 15th Street. So I'm going to come here and do 4311 Southwest 15th Street. Okay. So now that we chose this address, you see how it says sale expired. We're going to come down here, all the way down, and you're going to click on owner and associated people. Okay, so right here we have the owners and we have their contact information. Guys, we have an email address for the owner. And then here we have an email address. So there's no phone numbers inside of Remind for the contacts, but we have email addresses. So if you're looking to maybe send them an email, you're able to do so the same way. That you're able to find their phone numbers, you're also able to find their email addresses. Okay, so use a combination of both IMAP and Remind to work your own expired listings. This is a way for you to generate your own leads. Once again, you don't have to wait for us to send you a list of expired listings every single Monday to work expires. Okay, if you truly want a listing, you should be looking for your own leads, generating your own leads, and working the expired listings. Any questions on what we did? Because I'm going to go ahead and show you a different way to do this in bulk, right? In bulk. So it's going to include Remind. Okay. All right. So let's stay inside of Remind and let's go ahead and run a search. So the first thing you guys want to do in Remind is you want to go ahead and click on listing right here. You want to click on listing. And then you want to come here and you want to add filters. Which filters do you have? I have status, listing type, price, list date, Status date, bedrooms and bathrooms. Those are the filters. You'll see them up here. See them? Status. So for status, if we're looking for expired listings, we're going to go ahead and select expired. For listing type, we're looking for residential sale. Okay. And then status date, how far back do you want to go? So it's defaulted to go back 6 months, right? So you can always change this. Let's leave it there at 6 months. Now just go ahead and choose the area in which you want to search, right? Choose the area in which you want to search. So let's say I want to do this little area right here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and draw a rectangular shape around this area. Okay. Now I noticed that all of this here had been selected. There's probably a good reason why. I have all these different filters that I had opened the last time I used Remind. So forgive me real quick here. Let me get rid of all these filters. All right. So right now we're looking at this polygon that I just drew, right? And we're looking at 15 results. These are 15 expired listings, residential for sale during the last 6 months. Okay, simply click on one of the properties. You can see the pictures of the properties. You can see who owns the property. Sorry, that was the listing agent. That's the listing agent. My fault. You want to go down below all the way and you click on owner and associated people, and you'll see here contact information locked. All right. So the contact information is locked. Then, of course, where do you want to go to find their contact information? You want to go to IMAP, right? You want to go to IMAP. Also, guys, have you ever heard of truepeoplesearch.com? Has anyone ever heard of truepeoplesearch.com? You
Yeah.
can go to truepeoplesearch.com. All right. You can go to truepeoplesearch.com and you can enter. What in the world is this? I entered the wrong here. Truepeoplesearch.com. There you go. You can enter the person's name and address of the property, and you can find out their information, including their phone numbers and sometimes email addresses for free. All right. So there are many different ways for us to gain contact information for homeowners. Now, be careful. Do not contact people that are on the national do not call list. All right. So if they are the do not call list, you definitely want to stay away from contacting them through phone. Now, so, as we have learned in different prospecting classes, we can actually contact them, not soliciting, right? But let them know that you have buyers that may be interested in purchasing their property, and try and schedule an appointment to go see the property. Then you want to preview the property, and you definitely want to make contact with the owner, build some rapport, and then at some point let them know that if they're having difficulty still selling the property, that you would love to help. Okay. So use True People Search, use Remind to try and get contact information, and use IMAP. Let me go ahead and try and see if we can have better luck with another property where the contact information isn't locked. Contact information unavailable, but that's okay. You can always go to IMAP and try and get their contact information. All right. All right, guys. So, I wanted to start my training really using some of the prospecting tools. Also, to kind of get you ahead of the game, like doing your own research and trying to find your own expireds rather than waiting for the office to give you some expired listings. Now, I do want to show you something real quick on IMAP. We did now the exercise on Remind for expireds, but I'm going to do the same thing now inside of IMAP. So let's go ahead and click on IMAP. Let me get into the new version of IMAP. For some reason on my computer, it always takes me to the older version of IMAP. All right. So on IMAP, you want to go ahead and click on MLS search right here. Listing status, you want to go ahead and select expired, not relisted. Okay. And then for property type, you want to go ahead and select single family, perhaps. And in any city, let's go ahead and do Bal Harbor. Let's see if there's any single family homes expired in Bal Harbor. And then you want to select here expired date. You don't want to go back several years. You maybe want to go back 6 months. So we're going to go back to 09/13/2024. It says greater than or equal to 09/13/2024. Let's see if in the last 6 months, if there's any expired listings in Bal Harbor. There's one, and it's a hefty price, right? It's $45 million. So let me switch cities. Let me switch cities. Let me go here to, I guess, why not? Let's go to Coral Gables. All right, so in Coral Gables, we did see quite a bit of expired listings, right? There's a lot. There's 300, there's 360. So let me go back here. And let's go and do the expired date. That's why we had 360 because we didn't have the expired date. So let's go back here and let's do the September 13, 2024. Now we should see a smaller amount. There you go. That's more like it. So in Coral Gables, in the last 6 months, we've had 21 expired listings. Here they are. Okay. Remember, you can always see who owns the property and their contact information by selecting the property. Right? Clicking on property tax, and right here you have the owner and their phone number. All right. I'm not going to show the phone number too much on the screen because, let's protect people's privacy, but that's exactly how you would do it. Any questions on what we're doing here to find expired listings?
No.
No
No.
questions? Awesome. Awesome. All right. So let's go ahead and switch focus here. Let's try and see how we can pick up and generate our own leads using Facebook Marketplace. Those of you that want to make consistent income on rentals, it is important that you use Facebook Marketplace. Inside of Facebook Marketplace, you guys can place rentals and you can now help any lead that comes to you through Facebook Marketplace. The first thing that you guys want to know is how to find properties that you can advertise on Facebook Marketplace. So we're going to go into Matrix and we're going to go ahead and select from your office listings, right? So our office listings, that's right there, my firm office listings. If you don't find it in your homepage, then go here to My Matrix, My Listings, and then you want to select here My Active Listings. No, you want to select your office active listings. So My Office Active Listings. And here are the office active listings. So let's start with the first one that you see right there, 6860 Abbott Avenue. This is a condo. It's 14, well, I don't know if it's a condo. What is this? Efficiency or studio. All right. That's for rent for $1,400 a month. If this is something that is the price range, sorry, no, no questions. All right. All right. So this is the more of the price range that you would like to work. Then this is our listing. You do not need permission from our office to advertise. So go ahead and grab some of the photos, grab some of the details of the listing itself, and then go on to Facebook and then go to Marketplace over here on the left. And you want to create a new listing. You want to create a new listing by clicking on Home for Sale or Rent. All right. And then right here, you're going to upload the photos. That's the first thing that you'll see here. Upload the photos. If you happen to have a video of the property, you can also upload a video. Then right here, you're going to select that this is a house that is for rent or a property that is for rent. Rental type, is it an apartment, townhouse, or house? It's an apartment. number of bedrooms, bathrooms, price per month, location of the property, and rental description. The rental description is the equivalent to the remarks on the MLS. Describe the property. Guys, I invite you on the rental description, if you are not private, to go ahead and also place your phone number. For more information, please contact Robert Rodriguez and then the phone number. You want people to call you. You're trying to generate leads. Property square footage, date available, laundry type, parking, air conditioning, heating type, and then pet friendly. You go on to the next step, which is actually saving the listing, and now you have a listing inside of Marketplace. Now, we invite you to do this with any one of our office listings. All right. These are all the office rentals right here. These are all the office rentals, and then these are the office for sales, as you can see underneath, guys. Use our office rentals, place them in Facebook Marketplace, and try and generate your own leads. Now, you may ask, does this help? All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you a little quick example if it helps or not. Let me close this up here and let me go here to home on Facebook, and then let's click on messages up here. Let's click on messages, and you see right here, I have three messages unopened in Facebook Marketplace. So I do have a listing up in Facebook Marketplace, and you'll see here. And right here it says Yaima. All right, sent you a message. So right here, hi, is this available? Normally, what I do, what works for me, is that I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna say, hi, Yaima, right? Please contact me for more information. And then I'm going to go ahead and place my phone number. And then I'm also going to go ahead and attach my business card. All right, so I have my business card here on my computer, and I'm going to go ahead and send Yaima. Hi, Yaima, please contact me. I place for more information, and I place my card. All right, guys, does it work? Well, I'll tell you, I definitely close a lot of rentals through Facebook Marketplace. And you will see here that I have quite a bit of activity on just one rental, a four-bedroom, three-bathroom, going back several months. Okay. So not every one of these is going to rent. Not every one of these is even going to call you. All right. All you need is to have a few people call you, and you start working with these people and you find them rentals. Okay. Now, what if you don't want to use our office listings, right? Well, you guys can always go to the MLS and you can click on rental, search rental, and then you want to drop down under the additional fields and you want to look for OK to advertise. Okay, you want to add an additional field called OK to advertise, and you want to answer yes, attribution required. And we have all of these rentals that we can, well, actually, attribution not required as well, right? So we have all of these rentals that we can advertise. So let's say we want to do Miami Beach, right? Miami Beach, and you want to do a condo, and you want to do a price range, let's say between 2,000 and 2,500. Okay, so we have 33 listings right here that we can just read the information on the listing. And if this is something that you'd like to use for leads, go ahead and select a few photos and then go to Facebook Marketplace and place the listing in Facebook Marketplace. Now, guys, if the property is no longer available, right? So if you happen to see that halfway through your advertising, the property is rented, okay? Keep it on the market in Facebook Marketplace for a few more days to try and generate some leads, but you should take it off. Okay, you should take it off. Also, don't just, don't just offer to see this property with the lead. Offer to see more properties. Let them know, hey, I'm a professional realtor and you specialize in these rentals and that you wish to show them a few more properties, ask them for their email and start helping them, right? Start finding properties for them. Okay, so definitely a very good way to generate your own leads. Guys, you don't have to wait for our office to send you rental leads. You can generate your own leads this way. Can you also use Zillow? How many of us here have Zillow accounts? All right, you can definitely also use Zillow. So when you log into your Zillow account, like I am logged in right now, you want to go here to where it says manage rentals. And then you guys can add a rental, right? You can click on add a property. Now, it's a little bit more difficult to work on Zillow because Zillow is not going to let you add a property that already exists on Zillow. So when an agent rents puts their rental on the MLS, that rental is automatically going to show up on Zillow. So how can we find properties on the MLS that are actually for rent, but not inside of Zillow? So let's take a look. You want to go back to criteria and you're going to go ahead and add an additional field that is equivalent to internet yes or no. We're going to go ahead and select internet no. Okay. We don't want internet. Now go ahead and remove the okay to advertise. These properties in Miami Beach are not on the internet. These two rentals right here in Miami Beach are not on the internet. So 605 Euclid Avenue and 6920 Byron Avenue are not on the internet. That means it's not on Zillow. So you can use these and try and get some leads on Zillow. Also, maybe you have a family member who would not mind that you use their condo or their duplex or their home as an example. All we want is to generate leads, guys. Even if the property is not currently for rent, you want to place it out there so you can generate your own leads. Does that make sense to you guys? All right.
Yes.
All right, perfect, guys. So let's
Robert, I have a question.
sure.
Um, when we take another a property with attribution required and we select some pictures for Facebook, in what part do we mention the that is not our listing?
So you don't have to mention that it's not your listing. You just have to mention
Like courtesy of
this
what
listing is
in
cut in the remarks, in the property remark.
in the remarks. Okay.
Yeah, so you're gonna mention this property is courtesy of ABC Realty.
Okay.
But don't put their contact information. Don't do anything like that. Just do just like that. This listing is courtesy of ABC Realty, and that's it.
In the remarks. Okay.
And
Okay.
this is why, and this is why, guys, I recommend that you just use our office listings.
Mhm.
You don't have to put attribution in our office listings. We want you to rent our own listings. Or we want you to sell our own listings as well. Okay. So the next phase of our class to generate your own leads, of course, is going to be advertising and creating ads for our listings. All right. So for that, we're going to try and open up Agent 3000. Okay, there's many, many different things you guys can do with Agent 3000 to create ads. Okay, so I'm gonna take you back to let me see if I have it on my Facebook. If not, I'm gonna go and take you to my Instagram real quick here. Instagram.com/Roberts R.Miami. All right. So that right there is one of our office listings. It's not my listing. okay? Yet I still created a flyer and I uploaded it to Instagram. I uploaded it to Facebook as well. I'm trying to generate my own leads, okay? So how do you do this? You go to Agent 3000 and you come down here to the left and you look for flyers. All right, you have one photo flyer, four photo flyer, 10 photo flyer, and you got open house flyers, just listed, just sold, and for rent. This property was just listed, so I chose a just listed flyer. Of course, this little highlight, this little new listing thing that comes across is a feature that you can add to your Instagram post. Okay, the flyer itself is a static flyer. Now, you all you need is the MLS number. So you go back to Matrix and you choose a listing that you would like to create the flyer for. So let's say right here we have a listing, right? We have this listing here coming in at just under $2 million. You're going to come here, you're going to copy the MLS number, and we're going to come back here to Agent 3000 and we're going to select a four photo flyer. We're going to go ahead and paste that MLS number right here. And we're going to select, and it's going to ask us, do we have permission to advertise from Denise from Elite Ocean View Realty? Yes, we do. She's one of ours. We're going to go ahead and click on it. I agree. Okay. Go ahead and select four of the best photos that you want to use. And once you do that, you're going to go ahead and decide whether you want to show the address of the property and the price of the property. You want to choose your photo, add your profile photo, and then this is your name, your email address, and your phone number. Select a background image. I'm going to select a beach image since this property is on the beach. Okay. We're going to select the beach image. And then what is the color of the font you want to use? It's defaulted to black. Okay. And then these are the details and amenities and remarks that are going to show on the property flyer. And then you're going to go ahead and click on create a JPEG. A JPEG is an image. You cannot post PDFs onto social media. It has to be a JPEG. So right here we have an image, right? We just created this flyer using Agent 3000. Now you just go ahead and click on save image as. Save it to your computer. Now you're ready to post it onto Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X, sorry, TikTok, LinkedIn, whatever social platform you have, and you're trying to market this listing and trying to generate some leads. Okay. That is how you can create flyers using Agent 3000 to generate your own leads. Now, we're going to go back to Agent 3000. What if you want to create an interactive website for that particular listing itself? Well, you can go to single property websites here on the left, single property websites. Once again, you're going to plug in that MLS number and you're going to select the listing itself. Click on I accept terms, agree. And now you're going to create a website for this listing. You have here different templates. You have to choose which is your favorite template. And we're going to choose template number 2, which is in black or white. We're going to select it. And here is the website created right away for this listing. It's got the images of the listing coming across the top of the website. And then it has the property address and the list price and all the details of the property. It will have your information. It will have all of your contact information and your photo and the ability for the user to request more information on this property. When they request more information on the property, you're the one who's going to receive the lead. right? When someone hits submit request, you're the one that's going to receive the lead. Now you got to go ahead and respond to the lead. Agent 3000 will immediately send you a text message and an email that you have a lead from this website. So go ahead and respond to the lead as soon as possible. Okay. How do you share this? Of course, you're going to copy here, right? You can go to Facebook. You can't go to Instagram, but you can go to Facebook and then basically paste the link right here, right? Once the property shows up, you feel free to remove the link and talk about this property. The image is not showing up, but it will. Change preview. Why it's not coming up? Let's refresh real quick here. The image is not coming up. Let me see something here. Um, that's not supposed to happen. Let me see if I post it. I'll delete it right away. But yeah, the image for whatever reason is not coming up. You guys, I'm gonna go ahead and delete this real quick, move to trash, and I'm gonna try this again. If the image does not come up, like it's not coming up right now, you guys can always change the preview yourself. All right, you can change the preview yourself. It's not really giving me the ability to change the preview. Maybe we can add a photo to this. Let's see here. Let me add a photo, any photo. Next. Okay. So, if the preview's not coming up, then basically go ahead and grab a photo of that listing, right? Grab a photo of that listing like this here, save it to your computer. And then let's go ahead and do this. Let's start over and let's show you. So this is me trying to troubleshoot on the fly because normally the preview should come up on the post. So if it's not coming up here, then just come down here to where you can add the photo. And I have now the photo on my desktop. All right. I'm adding the photo. There it is. And now I am ready to post this right onto my Facebook page. So it should be posting onto my Facebook page right now. So Facebook's taking a little while to refresh, but once it does, you'll see the post right here. So once again, the single property websites from Agent 3000, it's an excellent way for you to create an interactive site for that particular listing that you can share across Facebook, LinkedIn, and X, which is the formerly Twitter. The reason you can't do it on Instagram is because Instagram is all about videos and photos. So it's not about links. So right now we're having some technical difficulties here on Facebook. Let me refresh this Facebook page here. And there it is, guys. There it is. Now I did not talk about it. I should have. I should just come over here, right? And we can edit the post. We can remove this. And we can say, all right, stunning views from this waterfront condo right on Miami Beach. Please contact me for more details, for more information. And I'm gonna place my phone number. I want people to call me. All right. As realtors, we should be able to receive calls, right? And pick up our phones. So go ahead and do that. So right there, I did it. Okay. Now, guys, you can do this for any one of our listings. Any one of our listings. You can also do this for any listings that say okay to advertise inside the MLS. Okay? Now, what else can you do with Agent 3000? Well, you can create a 5 picture collage. I'm going to go ahead and delete this listing that I just put up. Okay? We're just practicing. So I'm going to come here and move to trash. Now, let's see. Let's go back to Agent 3000. Let's look here for social media tools. Listing collage post. You can do a 5 picture collage of any one of our listings or any listing you find on the MLS that's okay to advertise. I'm going to copy this MLS number. We're going to go back to Agent 3000 and we're going to place the MLS number here. Now, once it shows up, you're going to select it, agree that you do have permission to advertise, and once again, choose your favorite photos. So I'm going to go with this photo, and let's select this photo. Let's do this one here. Let's do this one here, and let's do this one there. Okay? Click on Create Collage. Once your collage is set, you definitely now want to hit Facebook, Pinterest, or LinkedIn. Let's click on Facebook. And right away, it's going to create a collage that you can just say, again, stunning views from this Miami Beach condo for sale. Please contact me for more information. And then once again, place your phone number you want people to call you. And then go ahead and click on next and then hit post. And there it is, stunning views from this Miami Beach condo for sale. Please contact me for more information. And once again, when people come here and they click, it's going to land on your Agent 3000 website where they're going to preview the listing itself. Okay. Guys, generate your own leads. It comes from your own efforts, right? Your own efforts. This is all besides creating content on social media. Creating content on social media is going to eventually create a buzz for you. It's going to remind everyone that you are a realtor, whether you do entertaining content or data-driven content. You definitely want to continue to feed your social media to generate your own leads. But today, what we're trying to do is show you how to place listings on Marketplace or on Zillow or on, through Facebook or Instagram to generate your own leads and get people to call you. Okay. Then, of course, we did start the class with a little prospecting exercises for expired listings because guess what? It is the easiest, it still is the easiest way for us to generate our own leads, our own listing leads, is by calling expireds every single day, right? If you can at least call expireds once a week, out of every 20 phone calls, you may get 1 or 2 appointments to go see the property. There's absolutely no reason for you guys to not get a listing. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and leave you with one last exercise. And it's an important.
Can I ask a question? Sorry.
Sure. Go ahead.
Um, the flyers that you just did in Agent 3000, can we put the flyer instead of the pictures in the marketplace?
Yes.
Okay.
So in Marketplace, if you save this flyer to if you
Um,
save it to your computer, you can upload one of the flyers into Marketplace.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean Marketplace, I mean you see all kinds of stuff in Marketplace. So if you want to place a flyer instead of the picture of the property, you can do that. Yes. That's a great idea. Actually, the when I upload a listing into Marketplace, one of the pictures is my business card. So I have people go through the pictures and then eventually they'll run into my business card. Okay. All right, folks. So let me go back here. Let's go ahead and close out the Instagram and the Facebooks of the world. And let's go back real quick here to the MLS. All right, let's go back here to the MLS. So we went over some prospecting exercises to find your own leads for expired listings. Correct? So that's one way to do it. Now, if you guys want to do mailers, right, it is still an effective way to generate your own leads. However, you must have a budget for this, right? You want to select an area that is within your budget. You can't expect to send out 1,000 postcards a month because, well, it's going to cost you probably around $700 a month to send out postcards. So select a smaller area, a smaller area. So we're gonna select, um, let's actually get out of, let's get out of the MLS. Let's use IMAP. Okay, let's use IMAP. And let's go prospect an area by clicking on tax search. And let's say you wanted to do a subdivision and you already know the name of the subdivision, right? You already know the name of the subdivision, you want to do it. So I'm going to come here to where it says tax search. And for property use, we want to go ahead and select single family home, right? We want to select single family home. And then the subdivision name that we're going to use today is going to be Coral Gables Section C. All right. I didn't spell Coral Gables. So Coral Gables Section C. What's going on here? Coral Gables G. There you go. All right. So that's the subdivision that I want to use, right? So I want single family homes from Coral Gables Section C. Click on Start Search. And we are now looking at 178 results. 178 results. So you're going to select all the results. You're gonna select all the results, guys, and then look off to the right. All right, you got mailing labels and you have download. Download allows you to download a spreadsheet where you can even download phone numbers for every single owner in Coral Gables Section C. Okay, all of this is gonna go into a spreadsheet, an Excel file. But if you want to do mailing labels, then just go here, click on mail labels. Who do you want to address? We want to address the owner. So you click on owner. Add property address or owner address. It's going to be owner address, not owner at property address. So we go owner address, wherever the owner lives. You click on next step. Do you want the labels in a PDF file, Microsoft Word file, or a spreadsheet? We're going to go ahead and click on create labels in a PDF, and we should see the labels right now on your screen. All right, so these are labels that you can now place on your postcards. Let's say you went to the print shop or you went to like Vista Print and you went ahead and created 5,000 postcards, right, for your prospecting. And, you paid, let's say you paid $200 for the 5,000 cards. So that's an investment right away of $200. But now you got to go and you got to send those cards, 178 cards at a time to these owners. And you have to be consistent once a month. Send postcards. Here you have your labels, right? Here you have your labels. Now, if this is something that you want to do, you have your labels, go ahead and stick the labels onto the postcards and then take it to the post office. You can have them mailed. Now, what if you guys want to use a system where you can create the postcard right away and send it over to the homeowner all from your computer? Well, we're going to go back to resources and we're going to click on Remind. And we're going to go ahead and click on search. Let's go to properties. Let's clear these. Let's clear these filters here. Let's go to properties. All right. And then um I can look for Coral Gables section C, but actually I'm just gonna draw. I'm gonna draw here. I know where Coral Gables section C is, just north of Alhambra Golf Course. Let's say that we want to do a small little piece like this. There. All right, there are 202 properties right there. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and select all. All right. Luckily, folks, we are recording our class and you will be able to see it from our YouTube channel. So if I'm going too fast, it's okay. We're trying to fit all this in within an hour's time, but you will be able to review all of this from our YouTube channel. Okay. Now, there's 202 results. You're going to go ahead and select all and you're going to click on carts and you're going to come here where it says cart name. And I'm just going to call this, well, Coral Gables Section C. Okay, click on oops, sorry. Let's do it again. Coral Gables section C. All right, we're gonna click on create Coral Gables section C right here, and now click on add the properties to the cart. All right, so on Remind, we created a folder or a cart with 202 properties. Now you want to come here to the left and you want to click on carts and let's take a look. How can we create mailers, right? Mailers from our computer without having to, go to the post office or to go to the store or anything. You're going to select all the properties and then you're going to click on send mailers. All right, just going to call this section C, build mailing campaign. All right, so choose the size of the card you want. So right there we have 4.25 by 6 inch or 6 by 8.5 inch, 6 by 11 inch, or you can do letters. So let's go with a, traditional 6 by 8.5 inch. All right, guys. So this is the reason why I say, select a small sample size, right? Because it's going to cost money. So we have here 202 postcards and it's going to cost us $176.95. You come here and you can choose a design, right? Absentee owner, commercial building, general farming, holidays, just sold, just listed, new realtor. Let's do general farming. Right? General farming. These are all the different postcards that you guys can choose. You can upload our Elite logo. You click on personalize now. All right. So, what address would you like the letter to go to? The owner address, right? The owner address or the property address? You want the owner address, wherever the owner lives, right? And then right here, homeowner's name. Choose the color theme that you want. Let's see if we can get something close to our office. All right, something like this. All right, use that one. And then you go ahead and click on next. Upload a profile picture. So upload your image. So you see how we just changed the colors to more like the elite color. Choose your own image. You can upload the image if you want. Choose your company logo. Upload your company logo. Let's see if I have the company logo real quick here that I can find it. Okay, and then choose your image. Let's see if I can put up my image real quick here. All right. Enter your name, your phone number, your website, enter any offer here, enter any disclaimer on the offer, enter anything that you like as far as testimonies here. Enter your title or your license number. Go ahead and just enter your title that you are a realtor and go ahead and click on continue and continue to personalize your card. All right, you're personalizing the front of your card, then the back of your card, right? Once you finish personalizing the back of your card, click on next, and it's going to take you to the where you have to submit your payment, and the system is going to generate the postcards and it's going to mail them for you to all 176 owners of that Coral Gables section. Well, it's actually all 202 owners of that area that we just drew on Remind. So generate your own leads by doing postcards. There are many different companies out there. I just chose one to show you, but if you can find companies that offer a better price as far as generating the postcard and mailing it for you, then great, go ahead and use that. But choose an area like that of 200 homes. Start small until you get a listing. Once you get a listing, then you reinvest after you sell the listing. Start small. Send postcards to your farming area once a month. It is guaranteed someone's going to call you after some time. Everyone may toss it in the trash the first month, but if you continuously send postcards, at some point you're going to grab someone's attention and they're going to call you. And then everything just pays for itself. Okay. All right, so that's the more traditional way. We obviously went through the social media way, and we went through the, calling expires to try and get listings. Okay, so that's my presentation to you on generating your own leads. It obviously takes your own effort. You got to put effort into it, right? You got to work to generate your own leads. There are obviously ways for us to purchase leads from the realtor.coms in the world and the Zillows, but good luck to you. It's very expensive and it's not always going to be the best leads, just it's give or take, so if that's something you're interested, you want to call Zillow or realtor.com and see how much it's going to cost to generate leads for you in any particular area, please do so, but proceed with caution because it is expensive. All right, guys. So does anyone have any questions on what we just did today?
No.
No? All right, we're gonna put it into practice. You promised you're gonna start generating your own leads. I want to see you guys doing some rentals, maybe some sales, but definitely some rentals. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, perfect, guys. So thank you so much for joining us today in our class. I'm gonna go ahead and upload this to our YouTube channel. Just give me about an hour. You should be able to see it there and you can rewatch it again. All right, folks, thank you so much. Happy Thursday. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye bye.